Once upon a time, in the heart of the world, there existed an empire so vast, so powerful, it shaped the course of history for centuries. This empire was the Ottoman Empire, a mighty force that ruled over lands spanning 3 continents: Europe, Asia, and Africa. From its humble beginnings as a small Anatolian principality, the Ottomans rose to become one of the most formidable powers in the world, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate our imagination to this day. Welcome back to World History Explored, and today we'll be taking you an exciting journey into the history of the Ottoman Empire. In the 15th century, a visionary leader by the name of Osman I from the town of Sogut had aspirations that extended far beyond the confines of his modest community. Osman harbored a desire to fortify and safeguard his realm, thus initiating the foundation of what would later transform into the esteemed Ottoman Empire. Yet, the journey was filled with harsh trials, testing the mettle of Osman and his loyal adherents. Undeterred, they demonstrated courage and determination, slowly cultivating alliances and fortifying against adversities. With each passing phase, Osman's stronghold swelled as he annexed territories and populations into his dominion. The allure of his triumphs captivated neighboring rulers, prompting them to seek alliances within his growing empire. Consequently, under Osman's tutelage, diverse communities, irrespective of creed or lineage, coexisted harmoniously. Years later, the mantle of leadership was passed down to Osman's offspring, after the visionary leader died in 1326. To their credit, his followers dutifully perpetuated his legacy, expanding the empire's dominion and augmenting its prowess. Unyielding in their convictions, they confronted challenges head-on, each triumph further solidifying the empire's stature and garnering admiration from afar. In its early stages, the Ottoman Empire laid the groundwork for a formidable legacy. Infrastructure flourished as roads and bridges spanned the expanse of their territories, while legislative frameworks fostered equity and order. Above all, a collective sense of identity and pride flourished among its people. The saga of the Ottoman Empire commenced humbly, yet swiftly blossomed into a grand narrative, catalyzed by the unwavering resolve of Osman I. And as its influence radiated across epochs, the empire indelibly etched its mark upon the annals of history, shaping civilizations for generations to come. As the Ottoman state grew in strength and influence, fueled by the ambition and vision of its leaders, it embarked on a relentless expansion that would shape the course of history. Under the astute leadership of sultans like Mehmed II, commonly known as Mehmed the Conqueror, the empire embarked on a series of bold military campaigns that would bring vast territories under its control. The first was between 1444 to 1446, while his second campaign was between 1451 to 1481. Mehmed the Conqueror's reign marked a pivotal turning point in Ottoman history. His audacious conquest of Constantinople in 1453, currently known as Istanbul, a feat previously deemed impossible, not only cemented Ottoman dominance in the region, but also signaled the beginning of a new era of Ottoman expansionism. The fall of Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire, sent shockwaves throughout the world, establishing the Ottomans as a formidable force to be reckoned with. Following the capture of Constantinople, Mehmed set his sights on further conquests, launching campaigns into Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Ottoman armies, renowned for their discipline and military prowess, swept across the Balkans, annexing territories and bringing them under Ottoman rule. Mehmed's successors continued this expansionist policy, pushing deeper into Europe and Asia, conquering lands as far as Hungary and Egypt. The key to the Ottoman Empire's success lay in its ability to assimilate and adapt. Rather than imposing their culture and religion on conquered peoples, the Ottomans embraced diversity, allowing for the coexistence of various ethnic and religious groups within their vast empire. This policy of tolerance, known as millet system, enabled the Ottomans to govern their diverse subjects more effectively and maintain stability across their vast domains. Moreover, the Ottoman Empire's strategic location at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa played a crucial role in its expansion. Situated along major trade routes, the Ottomans capitalized on their geographic position to establish lucrative trade networks, enriching their coffers and fueling further conquests. In addition to military conquests, the Ottomans also employed diplomacy and alliances to expand their influence. Through strategic marriages, treaties, and alliances with neighboring states, the Ottomans were able to strengthen their position and secure their borders, ensuring the longevity of their empire for centuries to come. The rise to power of the Ottoman Empire was marked by ambition, military prowess, and strategic vision. From its humble beginnings in Anatolia to its conquest of Constantinople and beyond, the Ottomans forged an empire that would leave an unforgettable mark on the world. Through a combination of military might, diplomacy, and tolerance, the Ottomans created a vast and diverse empire that stretched across 3 continents, shaping the course of history forever. Imagine a time when a vast empire sparkled like a treasure chest in the sun, full of riches and wonders. This was the Ottoman Empire during its golden age. It was like a giant puzzle, with pieces from many lands fitting together to create something truly magnificent. Under the leadership of mighty sultans like Suleiman the Magnificent, who ruled from 1520 to 1566, the Ottoman Empire reached its peak. It was a time of great achievements in art, architecture, and learning. Picture walking through bustling markets filled with spices from distant lands, the air alive with the sounds of merchants haggling and storytellers spinning tales of far-off adventures. In the cities, towering mosques and grand palaces rose up, their domes and minarets reaching towards the heavens. Inside these majestic buildings, artisans crafted intricate designs and dazzling mosaics that filled the eyes with wonder. Everywhere you looked, there was beauty. In the delicate patterns of a Persian rug, the graceful curves of a calligrapher's pen, and the haunting melodies of a Turkish flute. But it wasn't just in art and architecture that the Ottomans excelled. They were also great scholars and thinkers, eager to explore the mysteries of the world around them. In the libraries and madrasas of Istanbul, scholars pored over ancient texts seeking knowledge and wisdom. They studied mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, making important discoveries that would shape the course of history. The Golden Age was also a time of great tolerance and diversity. People of different religions and cultures lived side by side, exchanging ideas and traditions. Jews, Christians, and Muslims coexisted peacefully, each contributing to the rich tapestry of Ottoman society. It was a time when the empire truly lived up to its motto, unity in diversity. But perhaps the greatest achievement of the Golden Age was the Ottoman Empire's vast reach and influence. From the shores of the Mediterranean to the mountains of Persia, the Ottomans ruled over a vast and diverse empire. They controlled key trade routes, connecting the East and the West and fostering a vibrant exchange of goods and ideas. In the end, the Golden Age of the Ottoman Empire was a shining beacon of human achievement. It was a time of great beauty, creativity, and intellectual curiosity, a time when the world seemed full of endless possibilities. And though the empire may have faded into history, its legacy lives on, a reminder of what can be achieved when people come together in pursuit of a common goal. Over the course of its extensive history, the Ottoman Empire confronted a myriad of challenges, both from within its borders and beyond. In the late 16th century, the empire grappled with a gradual economic slowdown, precipitated by a combination of factors including declining trade routes, agricultural stagnation, and mismanagement of resources. As economic prosperity dwindled, the standard of living for citizens declined, amplifying discontent and undermining the stability of the empire. Furthermore, the strain on the economy weakened the government's ability to finance essential services and infrastructure, which worsened the challenges faced by the populace. Internally, the Ottoman Empire struggled with simmering tensions among its diverse ethnic and religious groups. Rivalries and conflicts between factions, whether based on ethnicity, religion, or regional allegiance, eroded unity and cooperation essential for the empire's cohesion and resilience. Divisions within society hindered effective governance and impeded efforts to address pressing issues, weakening the empire from within. Externally, the Ottoman Empire also found itself surrounded by ambitious neighbors eager to capitalize on perceived weaknesses. Border disputes and territorial ambitions fueled conflicts with neighboring states and rival empires, straining resources and diverting attention from internal reforms. The empire's inability to secure its borders effectively left it vulnerable to incursions and territorial encroachments, further undermining its stability and authority. Moreover, the Ottoman Empire lagged behind its European counterparts in technological innovation and scientific advancement. While other nations embraced industrialization and modernization, the Ottomans remained reliant on outdated methods and technologies, inhibiting economic growth and military modernization. This technological disparity rendered the empire increasingly vulnerable to external threats and hindered its ability to compete on the global stage. Adding to these challenges was the interference of European powers, driven by imperial ambitions and strategic interests. Nations such as Britain, France, and Russia sought to exploit the Ottoman Empire's vulnerabilities to expand their own influence in the region. Through diplomatic maneuvering, military interventions, and economic coercion, these powers exerted pressure on the Ottoman government, further weakening its autonomy and sovereignty. To sum it up, the Ottoman Empire's decline was brought about by a combination of economic, internal, external, and technological challenges. Economic stagnation, internal discord, external threats, technological backwardness, and European interference collectively contributed to the erosion of the empire's power and influence. Ultimately, these factors culminated in the gradual disintegration of the once mighty Ottoman Empire, marking the end of an era in world history. As the 19th century unfolded, the once mighty Ottoman Empire found itself facing a host of challenges that would ultimately lead to its downfall. Economic troubles plagued the empire, as outdated agricultural practices and a lack of industrial development hindered growth and prosperity. Meanwhile, internal strife and ethnic tensions simmered beneath the surface, threatening to tear the empire apart from within. Externally, the Ottoman Empire faced increasing pressure from European powers, eager to expand their influence in the region. The rise of nationalism in the Balkans and other Ottoman territories fueled separatist movements and rebellions, further weakening the empire's grip on its vast and diverse territories. Despite efforts at reform and modernization under leaders like Sultan Abdülhamid II and the Young Turks, the empire struggled to keep pace with the rapidly changing world around it. While some reforms, such as the Tanzimat reforms of the mid-19th century, aimed to modernize and centralize the Ottoman state, they were often met with resistance from conservative elements within society. The outbreak of World War I in 1914 proved to be the final nail in the coffin for the Ottoman Empire. Initially hesitant to enter the conflict, the Ottomans eventually sided with the Central Powers in the hopes of regaining lost territories and restoring their waning prestige. However, their decision would ultimately prove disastrous. The war brought unprecedented destruction and suffering to the Ottoman Empire, as millions of soldiers and civilians perished in the fighting. The empire's once mighty military, which had once struck fear into the hearts of its enemies, was now stretched thin and ill-equipped to face the modern armies of the Allied powers. Despite some initial successes, including the famous Gallipoli campaign in 1915, the Ottomans found themselves steadily losing ground on multiple fronts. The British and French forces made significant gains in the Middle East, capturing key territories such as Mesopotamia and Palestine. Meanwhile, in Europe, the empire's Balkan territories began to break away, further weakening its already precarious position. By 1918, it was clear that the Ottoman Empire was on the brink of collapse. With their armies in disarray and their economy in ruins, the Ottoman leadership realized that their once great empire was no longer sustainable. In a last-ditch effort to salvage what remained of their sovereignty, they entered into negotiations with the Allied powers in the hope of securing a favorable peace settlement. The Treaty of Sèvres, signed in 1920, dealt a devastating blow to the Ottoman Empire, stripping it of vast territories and reducing it to a mere shadow of its former self. The empire's Arab territories were placed under the control of the British and French mandates, while its Balkan territories were granted independence or incorporated into neighboring states. For For the Ottoman Turks, the treaty was a humiliating defeat, marking the end of their dreams of restoring the glory of their ancestors. In the face of mounting pressure from both within and without, the Ottoman government was forced to abdicate its authority, paving the way for the establishment of a new Turkish republic under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. On November 1st, 1922, the last Ottoman Sultan, Mehmed VI, was deposed, bringing an end to more than 6 centuries of Ottoman rule. With his departure, the curtain fell on one of the most storied and influential empires in history, leaving behind a legacy that continues to amaze the modern world. The Ottoman era might have come to an end, but its legacy endures till this very day. You can see its influence all around us, from the grand architecture of old buildings to the intricate designs of artworks. Even in modern fashion and film, traces of the Ottoman Empire can be found. One of the most visible reminders of the Ottoman Empire is its impressive architecture. Many of the buildings constructed during its reign still stand today, showcasing the empire's grandeur and architectural prowess. The iconic domes and minarets of mosques, such as the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, serve as a testament to the empire's lasting impact on the world of architecture. Artworks from the Ottoman period also continue to inspire and captivate audiences around the globe. Intricate calligraphy, vibrant textiles, and stunning ceramics are just a few examples of the artistic legacy left behind by the empire. These works of art not only reflect the cultural richness of the Ottoman Empire, but also serve as a reminder of its influence on the artistic traditions of the regions it once ruled. In addition to its contributions to art and architecture, the Ottoman Empire has also left its mark on fashion. Traditional Ottoman clothing, characterized by rich fabrics, intricate embroidery, and luxurious accessories, continues to influence modern fashion designers. Elements of Ottoman style can be seen in contemporary clothing collections, as designers draw inspiration from the empire's opulent aesthetic. Furthermore, the Ottoman Empire's influence extends to the world of film and fiction. Countless movies, television shows, and books have been inspired by the history and culture of the Ottoman period. From epic historical dramas to captivating novels set in the Ottoman era, these works of fiction keep the empire's legacy alive in the imaginations of people around the world. Beyond the realms of art and entertainment, the Ottoman Empire's impact can also be felt in politics, religion, and society. The empire's diverse population and multi-ethnic character have shaped the modern-day demographics of many countries in the Middle East, Balkans, and North Africa. Additionally, the Ottoman legacy continues to influence political dynamics and regional conflicts in these regions. In conclusion, while the Ottoman Empire may have fallen centuries ago, its legacy lives on in various aspects of our world today. From the majestic architecture of its buildings to the timeless beauty of its artworks, the empire's influence is still felt in countless ways. Whether in fashion, film, fiction, or politics, the Ottoman era continues to shape and inspire the world around us. To sum it all up, few empires can rival the splendor and grandeur of the Ottoman Empire. From its humble beginnings in the Anatolian countryside to its zenith as a global superpower, the Ottomans left an indelible mark on the world that continues to fascinate and inspire us to this day. Though the empire may have faded into the mists of time, its legacy will endure forever. So guys, would you like to watch more historical content like this? All you have to do is to subscribe to our channel, World History Explored, because we've got a lot more where this came from. Give this video a thumbs up and please check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.